Hey y'all.
What's up, y'all?
We have joined and you know how we do. We waiting for y'all to join us.
What's up, Al?
Hey Al, we just waiting on a couple of people to join so we can get this chat started.
Hey, I talked to Poncho the other day. Yeah, 2 days ago. Nah, you right on time. You ain't early.
Not at all. You right on time.
You got a topic? Shoot. First in line, what's your topic? What you want to talk about? Oh, not much, man. He lived down in like White Plains somewhere, riding motorcycles and all that good stuff. He got him a Harley and all that.
Hey, whoever joined us on Facebook, check in because we can't see who you are.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll give it to him.
All right. Well, we have people and they matter. Me
Me see.
see.
What's up, Cuzzo?
What's going on, cuz? We seen you watching a dude drive into a lake in Anacostia today. Hope.
Yeah, hey, Cuzzo, what happened? I mean, uh, um, I disagree with him going through the whole transgender thing at that early of an age. You know what I'm saying? If that's something he gonna do, when they get old enough that he could do it on his own. Me personally, I wouldn't have. Yeah, I wouldn't condone. There's one thing your child gay, you just got to deal with it,
What we
right?
talking about? D Wade's son.
Yeah.
That's a big deal, y'all. And a good topic, actually. You know
Yeah, I wouldn't.
What would you do? Would you make them become a female? But anyway, that's not what we were talking about tonight. But
Yeah,
that's
I disagree with him doing the transgender thing. I mean, your child gay, your child gay, but I wouldn't have went that far. I mean, he only 12. Um, he probably was twisted. Right, I was great. Say, remember drove into the river. Yeah, he twisted.
that's random, and it takes a lot to drive into the Anacostia River.
Hey, Al, this dude drove into the Anacostia River up here today, man. Out here tripping. All right, so 7:33. Get it popping, wifey.
Let's get it popping. So we're probably going to talk about a couple of things tonight. One being the topic that was brought up, but the one thing that I wanted to talk about, and you guys can chime in if it's boring, but this is my thing. Dre and I have been watching this show, and it's been really, really intriguing. And I want to know if y'all would do it and how y'all feel about it. The show is called Married at First Sight. And these people don't know the people that they're marrying, and they don't see them until they walk down the aisle. Okay? So when the bride walks down the aisle, that's the first time she's seeing the groom. When the groom looks up, that's the first time he's seeing her. When they get up there, they introduce themselves to each other and get married, and then they're married. Could you do that? And how?
Yeah, we actually we talked about that. Like I said, because we talked about that and what's the other one? 90 something.
90-Day Fiance. We talked about
Yeah.
that.
So we was talking about both, and I said I can do one. I couldn't see myself doing that. Like what is it? 90.
90-Day Fiance.
I said I think I could do that one. I couldn't do the married thing.
Yeah, I remember we talked about it for a
I mean,
second.
we
But
ain't get into detail.
all right,
Touch on.
you couldn't do it. Why though? Why? Because some people really okay. So a lot of people, and I know people, have had marriages.
Was that Cuzzo? Was that Twan?
What is it? Where your family puts together a marriage, arranged marriages.
What you saying? You can do it, Missy? You can get married at first sight?
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. But I've seen arranged. I know people that have been in arranged marriages and they've been married for years, 20 plus years, just because somebody said they had to get married to that person. So if that's the case, anyway, my point in this is if that's the case and you can go down the aisle and marry somebody you never met and deal with them, and you can work out a marriage with a complete stranger. What's up with, those that can't work out marriages with somebody they've been with, known, grown with, been friends with?
Al said, I'm a slow cooker. That's that microwavable generation stuff.
Yeah, that is so true.
You Muslim. So the Muslims do that?
Muslims do that?
They get married and not know who you get married to?
I thought that Muslims, they don't date. Like they see somebody they're interested in and they have to make their move like on that person and they have to get married. I didn't know they did it without knowing them.
Married to contract. Right, but I'm saying is that, but do you get to know anything about the female? You know what I'm saying? Like prior to you getting into that contract. Like this situation is like they knew nothing of each other until the day of the wedding. What's up, Chef? What's up, D?
Right, and they have to, if marriage is a contract, like you said, once they get married, they don't know each other. They have to deal with it.
You said they have sit downs.
Sit down?
All right, so D, Antoine, I don't know if you caught in. So we talking about this show,
Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight. I don't know if any of y'all watched it. So basically, you get married to someone that you never seen. Basically, computer picked the person, and y'all don't see each other, meet each other until you guys are coming to the altar. Let this sit down. Speed dating.
Oh yeah.
So that's what we discussing. She was asking if you guys who can do that, who can't, things of that nature.
Has anybody tried that speed dating thing? You sit. Is that where you sit at the table and you say hi?
You got time. Bing.
Bing.
Next. Yeah. So it's interesting. So Misi say that he's Muslim, so they basically do a sit down, and it's almost like a contract with them and the way they do things. This particular show, it was two shows I know that kind of coincide. So it's this one, and then there's one called a 90
Day Fiance.
90 Day Fiance. Now I can see something like that because at least you get time to get to know somebody. Else I can't do it. They're getting married. Me personally, I don't. Now, I probably can do a sit down. At least I watched that show before. It is she said it's very interesting. Yeah. Antoine said I could do it. You could do what? You can marry somebody at the altar that you don't meet till you get to the altar, cuz? What?
Explain that.
Okay. I didn't see that coming from you, Antoine, but okay. So I probably could do a sit down. Like Misi was saying, get some type of interaction, get some type of feeling or whatever the case may be, see what you're getting yourself into. I might can see that prior, but I mean this is strictly blind. Like you don't know nothing.
What if you're not even attracted to them? And marriage is a contract, so you got to stay with that person. You're not attracted to them, not physically attracted to them, not mentally attracted to them. What do you do? Get divorced, I guess.
He said I couldn't do it. D. You couldn't do a D. Yeah, I don't know if I can. Not that one. Not that way. I might can go with a sit down first. I might even do the 90-day fiance thing. I don't know if I can do the marriage at first sight.
Well, you have those couples that wait years and years and years to find the love of their life, and they date them forever, and they say we're just now getting to know each other, and we got to take things slow, and and all of that, and that sometimes still doesn't work. So how can you justify, the hey, I don't know you, but I'm gonna marry you, and tomorrow you're my husband?
Right. You say you have to. What's up, Dave? Antoine, you said you have to be attracted to him, right? But you don't know them. That's what I'm saying. This particular show, you don't even know them until you get to the altar. So you don't. While you were sitting at the altar, once she comes out, that's the first time you ever even see or know. You don't. You know what I'm saying?
And that's in her wedding dress.
Yeah, in her wedding dress.
Y'all about to say I do.
This dude said. Matter of fact, in the show, they came together. He said, "Hello, my name is Mike." Like you introducing yourself at the altar.
Yeah.
Al said, "Who introduced y'all? I don't like the idea of not being familiar with the third party." Yeah, it was a computer that introduced them.
You said who introduced us?
You talking about us or the show, Al? If you talking about the show, it was a computer. You basically go in, I guess, tell about yourself.
Yeah, you interview with these specialists, and they match who they think is
right.
Right.
We chilling, Dave. Al said she might be a killer. Oh, the show, yeah, the computer.
Nah,
it's a computer.
they do background checks and make sure there's no kids involved and all that stuff prior.
Yeah, but you can't. The mental checks is what you need to be doing. Glad these conversations are talked about. Yeah, just for me, you know what I'm saying? Just like it's a lot that goes on, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what a person go with it. Like you said, like me said, it's a contract. So you bound, you know what I'm saying, with this person forever or whatever. So I just don't know if I can do like you say, somebody come around the corner, you're not even attracted to them. So it's like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying?
And there is no meeting the representative, because once you say I do, they gonna, be themselves. They gonna, y'all married,
Well, I'm saying that I still don't believe they themselves off the break. Cause you still get to know, like they was a hey,
get to know.
Yeah, you still, even though you married, but your brain and how you normally go about dating, you still got to get to feel why you trying to feel somebody else. So you're not giving your all.
All of them people just became buttholes like 3 weeks in.
Getting involved with a stranger, basically. And you know what's funny about the show? So you can go marry a stranger. You sign up on the show to get married to a stranger, but then you get married. So that night, it's honeymoon. So the dude like, she, and they was like, nah, I don't know if I can do that with a stranger. You just married him. So how you gonna tell you can't
have sex with him?
Right.
You married him.
So that's another thing that kind of threw me on the show. Getting involved, yeah. That's scary because these specialists aren't always right. Yeah, you got a point there. You got a point there. So, yeah, you can't that's what kind of threw me. And then on one of the episodes, so that night they went to bed, whatever. I guess ain't nothing happened. But when he woke up, she was recording him while he was asleep. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. Hey, what's going on?
Because he was snoring.
Oh, she said he was snoring. So she recording him. So he kind of woke up because she was talking. So he woke up and seen a camera in his face. He immediately caught an attitude, got out the bed, walked off. Ain't really say nothing else to her. The topic tonight is Marriage at First Sight. Is a show that you don't meet your wife or husband until the day your guys are getting married. So you know nothing of this person. You never seen them. Don't know nothing about them until you get to the altar. And the question is, could you do it?
And if you could, why do all these marriages fail? If you can just walk down the aisle and get with a complete stranger, don't know him, and stay with him. Why can't you work out?
Oh, hell no. Cat Daddy was good with you. Yeah, like I said, me personally, I couldn't. Now, there's another show she was saying it's called 90 Day Fiance. So I guess you get 90 days to figure it out. You know, I might can see something like that. But I can't. Nah. Cause like I said, dude woke up. You know what I'm saying? He was. That would drive you crazy. Like, what's wrong with this chick? You know what I'm saying? And then you bound to her.
She recording me, and they went out, and he talking about how disrespectful she was.
Yeah.
Like, we alright, but somebody is disrespectful. Like, she like all I was doing was recording my husband. I'm married now, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't. 3 months. They said 3 months. Oh. Yeah, I mean now I'm just saying. Sometimes I can't put a number on how long. I guess just in y'all wheelhouse, but I just think something needs to be said. And even with that, Ronnie touched on something not too long ago, something about the representative. I mean, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you get involved, somebody be 3 months, you think everything cool, and they switch up again.
At month 6. Then you need the real deal.
Yeah, so my thing is this: relationships is like life. Everything is a gamble. 90 days and 3 months. Yeah, so I can 3 months. You should have some type, but some jokers slick with it. They still can be.
They could do that. They could be the representative for a year.
Yeah, so
seen it.
But so you gotta Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man.
All right, that was the first part. So, like I said, we had a couple of things to talk about tonight. The second part was taxes. Y'all married couples, when y'all file taxes after you got married, you newlywed, all in love, and then it's time to file taxes. Did you file together? Or did you... Well, you had to. Not the first year. You didn't have to. But after the first year, what did you do? Did you keep filing separately? Did you file together? Did you make more money? Did you make less money? Is it a headache? Is it a hassle? What is it?
Yeah, that's... To give y'all a chance to think about the question. Antoine said, as I said, people smash for less and not knowing the person no time. True.
That is so true.
My life decisions aren't entertainment. True.
That is so true.
So one thing about the taxes, I guess, is for those who married or was married or plan on getting married, what is your decision, or what do y'all think about that? What is your opinion on that? I don't have an opinion because I've never done it, never been married. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, we still filed separate this year because we could, because we just got married. But next year,
I'm here for this joint tax question. I'm here for this joint tax question. Oh, yeah. Antoine said jointly.
Jointly, but was it a benefit? Did you get more money? Did you find it a headache to have to figure out what the other person is doing and, what deductions they can take, and did they make you get less money back? You know the questions.
Like I said, I don't know. That's uncharted waters for me. So, I have no idea. But I do know people that have. I know people that done both. I got people that join together jointly, and then I do also know couples that has also joint separately.
Separate.
I know there's one couple that end up joining separately because they was doing jointly, and I think the guy ended up owing. So it set them up. So they said after this, we're gonna go ahead and keep doing, married. I guess it's married,
filing separate. Yeah.
So that's what they've been doing. Al said he ain't been in a relationship long enough to break bread.
Lord.
Right, but so I don't know. I guess that's one of those. I mean, you guys sit down and go over your numbers. Because I know someone who filed jointly and had their taxes intercepted. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeesh.
I also know somebody that had that situation. Apparently, the husband had owed some serious back child support, like $25,000 in back child support, and the wife had no idea. So, and the wife was making six figures. So they filed, and they were supposed to get like this good amount back. I think it was like 12,000. All that got intercepted, and the wife ended up losing out. She got nothing, because of his stuff.
See, I mean, it's like I said, the situation like that to make people be like, nah, let's just file jointly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, separately. I don't know. Like I said, it seems like it depends on everyone's situation. Yep, that's exactly what happened. She said, and they said, so yeah, because like you said, because when you do that, I mean, everything got to come out, and then I don't know how that works with you have businesses involved. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's all this is stuff I'm just getting into. So,
and if you have businesses as a husband and wife, like you kind of can't file married filing separate because you have to claim those businesses together, right?
Right, but I'm saying if you have a business together, but I'm saying what if you have separate businesses? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are complicated things that we gonna have to. That's because he didn't tell his tax person and planned accordingly.
Because if that's what I was thinking,
Or just be honest in the beginning.
If you told the tax person, because for me, when you do your taxes and you let them know what you're looking to do, what is happening, they tell you, they tell you what's happening. Because my tax guy would just simply say, this is, you have this, is this what you're doing here? And then let you know that you gonna end up on.
Al said that she have a show called "Let's Do Our Taxes Jointly at First Sight."
Everybody, they'd be like, nah. If anybody do that, oh my goodness.
Right.
Shoot.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, there's so many things to consider, and again, like I said, it's uncharted waters for me. So we'll see what happens.
But that's all I got, boo. What, you got anything?
So I was being nosy today. So I was in the store. And
What's up, Mo?
Yeah, Mo. I was in the store today, and this guy was on the phone. I'm assuming he's talking to whoever he's talking to, but I guess he was talking about his relationship. And basically what he was saying was he doesn't say anything because when he tried to explain or when he said there's a problem, they flip it. Let me get a scenario. This is what I took from it. So the man says, "Hey, I have a problem with this," right? And she said, "Oh, well, I got a problem with you doing such and such." And his thing was, okay, so if you had a problem, why didn't you say anything? Why do you only have a problem when I say there's a problem? When I say I have a problem. So now it's like we're going at each other. And then the other one was if you ask a question. If you ask a question and I answer the question, but then you get combative, right? So his scenario was they came in, asked a question. When they went to answer the question, "Oh no, but you do the same thing." And he was like, "Well, I thought you asked me a question because you wanted my answer. So why are we in a debate or something? You came to me and asked me, right?" So then it turns into, guess what? Don't say nothing else to me. Don't ask no questions. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So now it becomes a problem because now he don't want to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? So then now what do you do?
Break up.
But I don't know. I think so. Just as couples, just listening to them, like we got to be more open-minded. Like everybody keeps saying communication is the key, right? But if you can't have an open communicated conversation without someone getting their feelings Ego. Exactly. Without someone getting their feelings, why do people say that communication is one of the most important things? Somebody hiding something.
I feel like that too. Like when you find somebody that's constantly putting a finger on whatever you doing this. Well, why did you do that? Because you did this because
Exactly.
they covering something.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna take the blame, for anything.
Yeah, because if you order now I do know it's a couple some years ago, a couple, and I think they was going through that, and the reason I believe they was going through that because they've been going each other for so long that everything someone said they automatically was on the defense. So anything you said, they felt attacked, even though they're not. Was Anita, even though they're not attacked, you know what I'm saying? But it's a build up, and that's another thing. You guys you have to allow open communication. You have to learn to agree to disagree too, because if you get into a situation and everything seems combative, then somebody gonna not want to talk. Then communication is out the window, right? So we have to be mindful of that. Like if a person said they have a problem, listen to what they saying, because you should have had a better opportunity. I'm quite sure you had opportunity to say whatever the problem was on your end, but you didn't. So don't wait till that person come up and say, "Well, I have a problem with this," and and then you got this list. That's not fair. Somebody had something. Passing the buck, growth. Most criticism should be viewed as constructive. Exactly. I definitely agree with that. Antoine was saying.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I agree too.
Yeah, it should be constructive. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you're growing and learning how to deal with the person that you're with. Like each conversation should be a lesson.
It should be.
Should
Right.
keyword.
Yeah, tit for tat. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like, I know like for me, I don't like tit for tat. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to voice whatever it is. If it seems like it's going that way, I just shut it down because it's not worth it. I hate arguing and all that stuff. So it's like I say what I have to say. Either you hear it or you don't hear it, whatever. But I get it off my chest. I'm gone. But I'm not gonna go back and forth with a person because you can't tell me how I feel. You can't tell a person how something came across. So no tit or tat. That's not healthy. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a relationship. So I was like that. But it brought me, when I was listening to that dude, you could say he was frustrated. But you could tell he wanted to work out, but he was frustrated. I got a man right now, he going through a situation. But this is why he wanted to work bad. He wanted to work bad. He trying to do everything he can to hold it. I believe it's toxic. But again, I don't want to speak no ill on nobody's relationship. I hope they can work it out. But I just believe it's toxic. But he's always looking for something to do to win her over. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you have to make a purchase or I got to figure out something to do to eat? No. Y'all should have a conversation and talk about what the problem is. Don't try to buy nobody love. So,
Or is that the type of ways that she communicates with?
If it is, then he
gifts.
And if it is, he needs to. That's not healthy. He need to grow. But in most situations, that's what happened. Yeah, that's my thing is I've ever look. Let's talk about look. This is the problem I'm having. I'm just that and the other, right? So
two competitive people together can be toxic.
Yes.
Cause then y'all always competing.
Yeah.
Everything is a competition.
And so, like I'm not I didn't get into a relationship to be in competition. You know what I'm saying? So
you're supposed to be working together.
Yeah.
Like winning together.
Yeah, if you're not, like I said, that's that adding and subtracting that I was saying, like way back when. Like if you're not adding to the situation, I mean you're subtracting from it, and that's just not healthy. Sometimes it's just hard to get your point across without it turning into an argument. But why? That's what I'm saying. But why? You know what I'm saying? Outside of someone,
because you could be in a relationship with somebody that doesn't really listen to, if you're trying to talk to them and they just cut it off, then you're going to keep, going back and forth trying to prove a point.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why it has to be like that. Dave said, prayer, communication, building, and togetherness is the main key to successful relationships. Prayer, communicate. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Communication. But what I'm saying is, if that communication piece is faltered, you know what I mean? What do you do? Like Ronnie was just saying, like if you trying to conversate with someone who doesn't want to, then what do you do? I think for small-minded people that see the whole forest, they only see the trees. What's up, Donnell? Yeah, but Ronnie said something. It kind of tied into this.
It was like the conversation that we had last night. We were saying, when you have two people and somebody, really wants to be in a relationship and the other person doesn't, and they not going to put the work in and they don't care.
Right.
What can you do about that?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you could do.
Right. But like, so, all right. For me. So it might be things that Ronnie wants to talk about. I'm not going to shut her off. You know what I'm saying? I hear it. But if I don't feel...
listen. But
yeah. But I ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to walk away from while she's talking. And I don't necessarily have to argue. If I disagree with what she's saying, I might say, I don't really see it that way. And that's it. It ain't got to... And then she don't have to... How you don't see it that way? No, I just don't see it that way.
I like that, Chef. Some people listen just to respond. And don't listen to find a resolution.
Exactly.
And David said that you resort to praying together. Al said you have to inherently want the best for that person, that your intent will show automatically. And good communication is learned behavior over time. So
you know what? Who said that?
Y'all preaching over there.
Oh, okay. Hey, I like that. So let me piggyback off that. So if you're in a situation, like you say, as a learned behavior. Okay, so what if you've been in so many toxic relationships that you learned the toxic behavior? So could that be? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that could be that you could have chosen. That could be something. You know what I mean?
Same difference. Yep. If you're used to toxic relationships, you expect the toxicity, even if it's not coming to you. Mm-hmm. You're gonna react as if it's a toxic behavior, mm-hmm. and the other person is gonna be like, what in the world?
Mm-hmm. He said that's him sometimes. Antoine said. So
me too.
Like for me, I've learned to develop a thing where, like I said, I don't like to argue. Now the bad thing is because I hold stuff in because I don't want to get into it. If I don't see something positive come out of it, I'll be like, I ain't gonna touch it, right? But then it just sits. Mm-hmm. So something might trigger it. So when it comes out a certain way. And the other person will be like, well, God, was it that serious?
Where in the world did it come from?
Yeah, it's been attached to something else. So that's a problem. That's something I have to work on. But see, the thing is I'm learning is you got to know yourself. So I know that. So once you know it, you can work on it. Sis harmonizing while she talking. Love it. Oh. I feel like in my relationship, communicating is vital. Like air is to breathing. I know that's right. D, you up there preaching, boy. Then you should be yourself. You should be by yourself until you address it yourself. You talking about the
toxicity?
Yeah. And that is true, Al.
Yeah, that's why you're not supposed to. But sometimes you don't know. A lot of times you can be by yourself for years and say, okay, I'm healed, I'm good. And then get in another relationship and that stuff just creeps out of nowhere. And you don't even know that you're behaving that way.
Right.
Because, again, it's learned behavior.
Yeah. D said, or you could be the toxic person and not even know it.
That is so true.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. With me, I always try to start with the man in the mirror because, like you said, it could be me. Some things I know is me, so I try to just back away because I'm like, okay, I try to play devil's advocate. It's a good thing and a bad thing. So I try to think about like if I say this might get interpreted wrong. If especially if I can't find the words, I just won't do it. Debate with the responsible give and take without emotional responses leads to a stronger relationship. That's what Donnell said. Al said, they say crazy people don't know that they crazy. Antoine said, Antoine said, I hold on to stuff and want to deal with the stuff right then and there. No waiting until it cools down, which I know isn't always the best way to go. Dave said, I can express myself, but it takes a lot to make me cry at times.
I think there's a good and a bad to that. Like some people who want to deal with everything and deal with it right away so that it goes away. Sometimes the other person is not ready to deal with that stuff. And I think people do have issues seeing, their partner's reaction and wanting more for them. So if I go to talk to Dre about something that's been on my heart and Dre is like, not right now. I'm not, I'm not in a position or a place where I want to talk about this right now. What should my response be? It's not, no, I need to talk to you about it right now. It's okay. You got to respect that. And y'all talk when both of y'all are open to communicate and listen to each other, which many people don't do.
What's up, Bob? Dave said, I wear my emotions on my sleeves. Al said, discuss your end results you want before you discuss your feelings. I like that, Al. That's interesting. I like that. I never thought it out there.
Me neither.
Yes, so and I don't know if it's good or bad. So for me, I can't, I don't like to talk about something that has no resolution, right? So if we discuss something, I guess this is going to answer what's the end result of it, right? You have a problem with this. How do we fix it, or can it be fixed? Is it something that is out of our hand, our control? I don't want to talk. I hate to say I don't want to talk, but it's like, why are we talking about this? There's nothing we can do about it. But if it's a solution to it, I'm like, okay, this is the problem. This, that, never. Okay, here's the solution to it. Boom.
So the difference between Dre and I.
What's a good compromise?
Dre will shut the conversation. Like, okay, so what do you want to be done? Okay, so we can't do that. There's no solution. There's nothing you can figure out. There's nothing I can figure out. Why are we even talking about it? Me, it may be, I just want to get it off my chest and get it off. There's something on my mind and it's weighing me down and I want to talk about it just to have somebody to talk to, but not necessarily come to a resolution. Just have a conversation. Dre be like, nah, we don't need to do that. This is pointless conversation.
Yeah. Now, if it's just something
like for me.
Yeah. So if it's something that just needs to, what also I've been learning and introducing myself, I'm trying to get myself to do is learn when a person just needs me to listen and not just have a conversation. Dave said he loved this show. Donnell said, I have an issue with very lengthy conversation. Come to a resolution just to have it revisited. Yeah, I'm like that too. D says, I'm very vocal and I like to deal with it right then and there. But I would give the other person a moment because I may not know where their mental state is at the moment. Dave said, I see a radio station on podcast, so I'm coming. We claim it.
We claim it. We receive it.
Yeah, so so I've learned, so sometimes I've learned to do that, but now I have to figure out when to do it. So sometimes when Ron will be talking, I just listen. I don't say anything. I just listen.
And I be like, why aren't you saying anything? Because I'm trying to communicate.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, you just want me to listen, right? You know what I'm saying? So I still have to work on trying to determine, she just need me to listen or she actually can have a conversation. Because that's, I see that could, as an issue or whatever the case may be. I can't tell. So sometimes I'm just listening. And then she says something. I'm like, I didn't know it was a conversation. I thought you just needed, just
You
wanted me
just
to
wanted
listen.
to
It was
hear.
you just made a statement. I didn't know I was supposed to say. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, that's something I noticed. So I do notice these things. I don't like to be crowded, especially being as though I'm a very deep thinker. Yeah, I'm kind of like that, Dave. Donnell. Dave said, "Declare and decree it in Jesus' name." Yeah, I mean, I'm quick to let it. I mean, I'm quick to let it go. We don't. Nothing really lingers. Like, let me respond the proper way. Oh, okay. Take a minute so your words come out right. Yeah, I'm with that too. Try to think crazy. You don't want to just blurt something out of anger or frustration.
Oh, remember too, if you take too long on Instagram, it shuts off. I've learned that.
Oh, okay. But so yeah, I say definitely work on communication, skills. But the thing is, the learned behavior thing that was good.
That
Who
was
put that
good.
up? Yeah, it could be a learned behavior, and once you recognize in yourself that this is a behavior that you didn't learn somewhere else and it's not good for this situation, you as an individual try to fix that.
Yeah.
Let go and let God doesn't always work for some folks.
Who said that?
Donnell. Yeah, because you both have to agree. So if one person has that mentality and the other one doesn't, no, it doesn't. It
Yeah,
doesn't work.
it's not.
In a relationship, all forms of communication should be used. Yeah. Yeah.
When you say all forms of communication, what do you mean?
Sometimes you might can't talk, so write a letter.
Write a letter, sending you a
Put a
full
message
page
in a
letter.
bottle,
We putting
baby.
messages in bottles. What we doing? We sending pigeons.
Yeah. But I do know communication
We
is
got a
very
way to
important.
communicate that keeps a happy home. You understand?
We about to go, y'all. She about to go. She about to start tripping.
I'm tired. I'm sorry.
If my lady gets way too unruly, I just make her an awesome shrimp dish.
Could you say it again? Let Chef know over here, cause this wife be starving over here. My baby's too busy to cook.
He said all of it, even sign language,
Not
all
even sign
communication.
language.
Hey, but you know what? You want some? Somebody did say that before. It's like when he seen like he can't, the words don't work. He put on paper. You know what I'm saying? Leave it. Whichever works. It's Al said. Donna said moms definitely work sometimes. Memes definitely work sometimes. Yeah. Vonnie actually turned me on to memes. I ain't never get them Jones before she started doing. I be catching myself doing that now. Shrimp dish. That's communication. You're right.
Let Dre know. 'Cause whenever you need me to be not upset, just cook for me. It's so easy. He does. He cooks for me a lot, but he also oftentimes can't because he's working.
Yeah. So I you know what? I actually learned something tonight from y'all. I want to appreciate that. There's some things I think I could work on myself, and that's the purpose of this show. You know what I'm saying? We all learn something.
I always learn from y'all. I appreciate the feedback. We love y'all.
True that, Donnell. Cuzzo. Really? You gonna come in here? Why you always pop on here when we about to leave?
Who was that, Howard?
Yeah.
I knew it. How did I know? Because we're getting ready to go. That's why. I'm tired. So I enjoyed this though.
Howard. What was I about to say? Oh, never mind. I'll call you later. I think how you care for somebody can be shown through a variety of ways. True. This show is my episode of power. Hey, DV, true.
Thank you guys. Please do us a favor though.
Hanging out with Jamie Foxx.
What in the world? We probably watching TV. We just really appreciate the encouragement and the love that you guys show to the show. Just please remember to spread the word and hit that subscribe button on our YouTube page, the Dre and Ro Show. But yeah, spread the word, okay? We also want to talk about some important things. We don't want to just talk about the shallow things in marriage. We want to talk about financial blessings and have some gurus on the show to enlighten y'all soon. So stay tuned. Keep watching, okay?
All right, hey, appreciate you, Donnell. All right, Chef D.
We love y'all.
All right.